Good morning and Sairam to all the students. So students, today in our English class, we are going to cover one chapter from our grammar book, Composition. In this chapter, we are going to learn a composition on letter writing, basically formal letters. So our chapter is letter writing, formal letters. So before starting this, I am going to tell you the importance of letter in today's world. In this world of the multimedia, although people refer to communicate through phones, fax, emails and many other medium, yet importance of letter cannot be undermined. Still people are writing the letter for many purposes. In fact, letters are the best means of communicate most intimate thoughts and feelings. We are using the letters for writing letters to authority, firm, to the principal, etc. So now I am going to tell you about the types of letters. So we have two types of letter. The first one is formal letter and the second one is informal letters and formal letters. So informal letters, everybody knows that informal letters we are writing the letter to our friends, relatives and to the family. These letters including about that how our family members are, and we are writing some personal things in the informal letters to our relative. But in formal letters we are writing to the editor, business houses, firms, authorities, and sometimes it also includes application to the principal. So as I told you, we have two types of letters: informal letters which we are writing to our friends, families and relatives; formal letter which we used to write to the principal, editor, business houses and the firm, basically the person those who are not very near and dear to us. So today, as I told you, our main topic is formal letters. So let's see how we will write formal letter. What is a format of formal letter? First of all, for writing a formal letter, use impersonal yet pleasing tone. We cannot use dearest, lovely, nice, these words, but still we have to use a pleasing tone like kindly, grand. These words we have to use in our formal letter. Second, avoid using intimate greeting. As I told you, lovely, precious, dearest, these greeting we should not use in the formal letter, because we are not writing these letters to our relative, friends and family. Use proper layout or format. Now I am going to tell you format also. Be straightforward and to the point. In these letters we are not using such language like how are you, hope you are doing good, well. We are writing these letters to the formal authority, so we should be very straightforward. And the last point is be polite and formal. We cannot blame the authority for any mishappening or something. We should always be polite and formal in this letter while writing the letters. Now the very important part of letter writing is the format. Format is very important, and format should be same for all kind of letters. Only all kind of formal letters, only the subject and body of a letter will change according to the situation or question given in your book. So here we have a format or framework of a letter. The very important first thing is sender address. So how we start our letter? by writing the sender address. Now, who is a sender? Sender is a person who is writing a letter. For example, if I am writing a letter, so I am the sender. I have to write my name and address at the left top corner. Now this is very important, top left hand corner. So where we have to write the sender letter? Top left hand corner. First important point, after starting a letter we have to write the sender name and address at the top left hand corner. Then after this sender letter, the second point is date. We have to write the date. Now date is a date we will write when we are writing the letter. On which date we are writing a letter. There are two ways to writing a date. Is either you can use this first format 24th July 2020 or July 24th, 2020. You can write both method while writing a date. And as I am telling you again, after sender address we have to mention the date on which we are writing a formal letter. So here I have given you two formats to write a date. In this way only you have to write the date or mention the date. Now the third point is recipient address. Now recipient address. Now who is recipient? The person who will receiving the letter. So name, designation and complete address of the receiver. Inside the letter what we have to write at the third point? Name, designation and complete address of the receiver. This is called recipient address. Now let's say again, first point sender address means our own address, second date and third recipient address. Now subject line. Subject line is very important because in formal letter the person to whom we are sending the letter is an higher authority. May or may not that person having much time to see all the letters of the public. So subject line is to attract the attention of a receiver towards your complaint and problem. Subject line should be very clear and short. For example, if you are writing a letter to the principal for sick leave, so you can use this subject line, application for sick leave, or if you are writing a letter for fee concession, application for fee concession. So this subject line should draw the attention of a receiver towards your letter. So subject line is also a very important part of a formal letter. But remember, this subject line we cannot use in informal letter. But in formal letter, subject line is very important part of the letter. So the first is sender address, second date, third recipient address and fourth subject line. Now the fifth part. The fifth one is the salutation. Here the salutation for stranger we use dear Mr. Goyal, dear Dr. Rishi, professional person, dear sir, madam. So these are the salutation we cannot use here, lovely, my dear, my dearest. We use a proper formal salutation in the formal letter. Now the sixth part is the body of letter. The body of letter based on the question and the way you are writing the letter or what is your problem. It contains all the information, views, thoughts and many other things that the sender wants to convey to the receiver. But remember, the body should be brief and to the point. You have to write your problem and you have to tell you how views, information, your thoughts which you want to convey to the receiver through the formal letter. Basically, in the body of the letter, you're writing your problems which you want to convey to the receiver. So, Now, seventh and eighth point. Seventh point is complementary clause. It is very important. After writing a body, we have to finish our letter by complementary clause. Complementary clause, because here we are writing to this letter formal letter, so we have to write your faithfully, your truly, and if you are writing this letter to your principal, so you can use your obediently. So complementary clause, basically we are writing after the body of language, body of letter, to close the letter, and at the end sender name along with signature. It is written below the complementary clause. So basically these are the 8 points or 8 format points to write a formal letter. Let's see these points one by one and recall it. First, sender address, which is very important. Second, the date. The date means on which you are writing the letter. Recipient address, to whom you are writing the letter. Subject line, the main content of the letter. The salutation, how you will start a letter. Body, all the main points and thoughts and feeling of the sender to the receiver. Complementary clause, how to close a letter by using such words: your faithfully, your truly, your obediently, and at the last sender name. These 8 points are very important to write any formal letter. Basically these are the main heading which you have to add in your formal letter. Now I am showing you one question. For example, suppose you are a Rishabh Sharma living at 43 Mansarovar Garden, New Delhi. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper expressing your concern at the nuisance caused by loudspeaker during the exam days. Now one thing, when you are reading a question, you have to find out the main point. First, sender address. So here, who is the sender? Who is writing a letter? Rishabh Sharma. So first point we got Rishabh Sharma, 43 Mansarovar Garden, New Delhi. Then date we will write, whatever on which date you are writing, that you will write. Now recipient address, to here we are writing to editor of a newspaper, but the name of a newspaper is not given, so you can use XYZ or any newspaper name. Now the main thing, subject line. Subject line is very clearly given in the question: nuisance caused by loudspeaker. So this is a subject line. So whenever you are reading a question, you have to find some important points which you are going to write in your letter. Now let's see the answer here. So as I told you, first sender address 43 Mansarovar, New Delhi. You can mention the name also, no problem. Then 11th March 20 access 2020. Then the editor Indian Express, New Delhi. Any name of a newspaper you can add. Subject nuisance caused by loudspeaker. Then salutation, sir. Now body, at the end, your truly Rishabh Sharma. So he has covered all the 8 points in the letter. So I am going to now read the body of language, how to write a formal letter, what is a body, what points you can include. Sir, through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the attention of authorities towards the growing nuisance caused by the loudspeaker in our area. You can start your letter by using these lines also, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper. Sir, barring loudspeakers are the great source of inconvenience to the resident of our area. All religious places of worship have put loudspeaker on the roof. They keep honking all the day until late night. Although the authority have banned the use of loudspeaker after 10 p.m. and before 6 a.m. But these religious places overlook all the rules and keep on playing from early morning till late night. Sir, these are our exam days. Such prowling loudspeaker disturb us a lot in our study. Besides, elderly people find it difficult to sleep properly. This has given rise to many other health problems. People have developed problems like headache, hypertension, sleeplessness, and nausea. It is a high time that the authorities should check these means. Through your newspaper, I request the municipal authorities to impose law in the direction and ban the use of loudspeakers late at night or early in the morning. Your truly, Rishabh Sharma. So basically, body of the letter you can choose yourself, because as in the question there is not much information is given, so this you can change accordingly, but the main 8 points you should always remember, which you have to mention in the every formal letter. Now one more question I am showing you. Write an application to the principal of your school requesting him or her to grant you fee concession or fee studentship. Here speak you fee concession and fee studentship. Now here also we have to see, we have started the letter from the direct date, because while in the school we are no need to mention our sender address, so we will start directly with the date. So date to the principal, then the school name, subject request for the fee concession, salutation, body. Then as I told you, when you are writing a letter to the principal, then you have to use your obediently, then name of the child. Here you can mention your class also, or you can mention your class in the body of the letter also. So basically the 8 main points you should remember while writing a letter: sender address, date, recipient address, subject line, salutation, body of language, complimentary clause, sender name as signature. So these are the main points which you have to write in the formal letter. So students, today I am not going to send you any worksheet. I will send you one PDF. From the PDF you can write a formal letter in your fair notebook, and we will meet in our next video of English. Meanwhile, see the videos again and again and start learning for your exam. Sign up.